The home side, the New Hampshire Wildcats, have caught a little bit of life ahead of the media timeout, taking a 9-point lead into the break since Nick Guadarrama and Marco Foster checked into the game. And John, we were talking about Marco Foster ahead of the break. Transferred from Division II Oklahoma Christian, where he shot 42.8%. And you think it can't get much better than that. Coming into the day, he was shooting 60% from downtown, Coach.
He's in fuego. Like I teased on the broadcast, he came out of the womb with the 3-ball. He can shoot, as simple as that. Loves to identify as being from Chicago. He makes a huge difference, and if they're going to play zone, as we talked about, Sloan Seymour and Marco Foster have to knock down threes. One thing the Wildcats were not doing was even looking at the rim when they were catching the ball versus the Great Danes.
Sloan Seymour shooting just 25% from deep this year. They're going to need him to get a little bit hot today.
Albany switches defense back to the man-to-man. Coach Killingsley loves to switch defenses, and Guadarrama is going to go to the line.
Guadarrama goes up hard there, catches a little bit of contact. 15 points on the day, so well over half of his team's points. He's 6 for 6 from the field, 3 of 3 from deep. And he's going to head to the line for the first time today.
Guadarrama's become a very good free throw shooter. Struggled his first year and almost automatic as a veteran.
He's up to 73% coming into the day. Was as high as 83% a season ago. Gets those to fall. He's up to 17 points on the afternoon. Mel Horton across half court, Marco Foster in coverage. Drives left, spins right, foul off the window. He'll head to the line.
That's going to be a very tough matchup for Marco Foster. Mel Horton, the veteran of the playgrounds of Queens. Horton going to the rack, getting 2 free throws. Foster, not known for his defense yet. Tough adjustment. I'm sure the young man will get there.
Yep, Foster coming, like we said, from a high-level Division II school at Oklahoma Christian, as Horton gets the first one to go. Horton's a high-powered offensive player. He's second in the America East in assists, trailing only Blondo Chiqueño. 2 for 2 on that trip.
And here comes a 2-2-1 zone press for the first time. Talked about Coach Killings loves to change defenses. Let's see if the Wildcats can solve the puzzle.
Wildcats break it across half court. They find Foster. Sees taking direction from head coach Bill Harrion. Drop down to a knee.
Back to his zone for the Great Danes.
Screen by Guadarrama, kick to Johnson. Drives baseline, pull up, no good. Rebound by Neely, Danes the other way. Skips it across to Perry, fakes the 3, now backing down Foster. The far side triples too short. Matos will come up with it.
It's a good pass by Perry, setting up Champion that last trip. Just couldn't get the shot to drop.
Guadarrama, something he's done well today is drawing the contact.
That's how you end up with a lot of points, partner. Getting the easy ones from the free throw line. You'll see ball ahead. Guadarrama, good step, got to the hip. Automatic foul when you get to the hip. Perry not low enough in his defensive stance.
Wildcats weren't getting as many of those calls last time out in Vermont, but today Guadarrama seems to be taking advantage of that, as we have Chiqueño who's just checked back in.
And Vermont defends at an elite level. That's the key to their decades-long success in America East.
Entered into Martinez, kicked out to Guadarrama for 3, count it!
Wow, he's in fuego. That's 20 for him. And that's a shot he usually doesn't make because that was moving.
2:45 to go, running clock here in the second half. 1st and 10 for McAndrew and company. Again, these are mostly the 1s and 2s out on Brody McAndrew's team, where Zane Olmsted has a lot of, the 2s, 3s, 4s, a lot of the lower guys on the roster. It's kind of what he's going with. Max Brosmer in the huddle right now wearing the green penny to make sure nobody lays a finger on him. The starting quarterback, torn ACL and meniscus 2 weeks before the regular season got underway in the fall. He's able to compete in 7-on-7s. We saw that a little bit before the game. a lot of non-contact stuff. They expect him to be cleared by June 1st. But again, nobody lay a finger on Max Brosmer tonight in the green penny. McAndrew backed up in his own end, standing at the 1 yard line, the ball on the 6. Pereira on his left hip, fakes the handoff, airs it out to the right, looking for Burt Griffin, connects with him down at about the 40-yard line. McAndrew to Burt Griffin.
A great play by Griffin. I mean, really kind of an awkward, play with the way that his body was oriented, but a full turnaround, 180 degrees, kind of back at his left shoulder, goes up for the ball, falls on it, drops down, is able to keep possession of it. That was a great kind of 25-yard pass there, all in the air.
One of the bigger plays we've seen today, certainly the biggest passing play we've seen today. McAndrew to Burt Griffin, 34 yards downfield, $1:20 to go here in the third quarter.
That about doubled McAndrew, his passing total. He's up to 63 yards now, so over doubled it.
Briscoe on the near side. They fake the handoff. McAndrew flushed out to the right. He'll take it himself. He gets the first down and scampers out of bounds before any contact can be made up around the 49-yard line on the other side.
I mean, there's another play. You like your quarterbacks to be aggressive, keep their head up in case the defense collapses quickly. But you got to think in a real game, McAndrew probably gets 4 or 5 less yards there. Defense pushing back, giving him some space. But a nice play overall to really recognize what was going on in the secondary there and step up with it.
McAndrew didn't quite get the first down, 2nd and 1 on the 49. I had him on the opposite 49. Nonetheless, right hash mark right about midfield. Sean Coyne on the near side lined up with Burt Griffin. Charles Briscoe split out to the right. Hand off to Kavanaugh in the back. Dylan Lobby split out to the right. Cuts it back inside down to the 25. Boulders a man down to the 16. Rumbles Dylan Lobby.
Oh, man. Dylan Lobby break a few tackles. Get all the way down to the 16-yard line. Man, I was kind of surprised to see him out there, too. I thought he was probably done for the night.
I saw the 2 on his jersey. I thought it was Dom Kavanaugh because Rick Santos told me the other day, maybe a quarter for Dylan Lobby, and we've seen him deep into he's played through 3 quarters at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a coach on the team, so I'm not looking at
probably for the best.
Probably, actually, I can guarantee you it's certainly for the best. I'm not looking at specific guys. I'm not on the defensive end, watching what my cornerbacks are doing, what formation they're playing in. But up here, Lobby's fun to watch, and I'm happy that they kept him in here. And he certainly is putting on a show and making defenders miss. I mean, bulldozed a couple of the defenders there in blue and, rushes up. I believe that was probably close to a 25, 30-yard gain or so.
Dynamic player for sure. You see on the near sideline, number 42, Isaac Seed, set to be the second running back in that room. Last year, he had 10 games played. He had a touchdown against Richmond where he had 9 rushes, 75 yards. That was kind of his breakout game when a lot of the running backs caught the injury bug. Santos said he has elite vision, speed, first cut ability. So they like what they got in Isaac Seed to fill that role of Carlos Washington Jr., who entered the transfer portal. As Team Wild will have this one on the 17, 1st and 10 after the big rumble by Dylan Lobby. It's Brody McAndrew in the backfield. Lobby to his right, trips left, looks for it, goes deep. That's going to be Sean Coyne. Couldn't quite get to the ball.
Man, that was a nice route by Coyne. Kind of jets out to his right and then cuts left right when he hits the goal line and was targeting the back of the end zone. And, McAndrew was looking for him. The ball was not a great ball. It actually, was barely out of bounds. So not really that catchable, but a really, really nice route there.
Sean Coyne was headed for the back left pylon. McAndrew just led him a little too far on. I'm happy to see these quarterbacks finally airing this ball out as we've got McAndrew under center, which is, again, become a rarity today. Lobby deep in the backfield, trips right, motion to the left. It's Burt Griffin, an errant handoff to Dylan Lobby. And not an easy exchange there for the quarterback running back, but he'll pick up about 2 yards on that one.
A little bit of miscommunication there. I mean, at least it wasn't fumbled. We haven't seen any turnovers today yet, but a couple of yards picked up there. And, we're also already almost a quarter of the way through the fourth quarter now. I mean, I don't know if you saw, but when that third quarter ended, there was 2 minutes on the scoreboard for a break, and they took about 15 seconds, stopped it, and then put up to 8 minutes. So flying through this one.
We promised you 8:10. We might get you out of here 8:09. We got 6:38 to go. Clock is on the move, and so is Brody McAndrew in the offense there at the 15 after a pickup of 2 from Dylan Lobby, who stands to the right of McAndrew in shotgun, trips right, double to the left, tries to air it out back of the end zone once again, and the receiver just couldn't get his head turned around fast enough. That was Cam Peach.
Well, kind of a similar route there for Peach.
Tar Heels inside, that's Ikoba around the ball, but Fallberg gets it back, gets it into the midfield, finds Palmer. Has Manutier up ahead, O'Driscoll trailing on his right. Was looking for Manutier, couldn't connect, and O'Driscoll will take the throw here. Excuse me, it'll be Sam Henneberg to come in from the defense on the throw. Dumped right down to O'Driscoll in front. And the Wildcats, this is how they like to start their offense, from back to front. And you know, that was kind of stunted last game when Yannick Bright gets injured, gets taken out right about halftime. So the second half, they had trouble moving the ball through the middle of the field.
Well, you see the formation they're in right now. 4 in the back, 5 in the front, and then Bright kind of right in the middle there. And he's the key to making that happen, that transition from back to front. And that was what the Wildcats really did miss against UVM last weekend.
Chris Pinkham back into the ball game today. He missed the last game or 2. He was out with COVID, but he's back in the starting lineup today. He was matched by Tega Ikoba there before the ball went out of bounds, and now he's going to get a real good start here. The Wildcats obviously have the track around the soccer field, football field, so you get a good running start here for Chris Pinkham as he'll launch this one, you know, pretty close, if not into the box. Off the head of Bridger Hansen, Yannick Bright does a spin move through traffic. Fallberg gets it, Bright on net. Batted away by Alex Smear.
Well, I already like exactly what I'm seeing from the Wildcats so far, just being more aggressive on the ball. You know, you see Bright there try to work it into the box and just get a quick shot off. That was, you know, something that we didn't see them at all do, and tried to make the extra pass against UVM, but
Henneberg on the corner here, loops it in. Can't connect with a teammate. The Tar Heels bat that one away. O'Driscoll wins the race to the ball. Near side, gets a shove from the back, no call. Back out to Chris Pinkham. Seville, the America East Defender of the Year. Lofted up, nobody home. Smear will scoop this one up. He was on the All-ACC first team, as I mentioned before. And in terms of the ACC, you know, it's no America East, Andrew. You know, it's kind of an outlandish year to have 2 bids into the tournament from the America East. Obviously, Vermont upsetting New Hampshire in the conference tournament, but the ACC leads all conferences with 8 different representatives this year.
yeah, I mean, despite UNC not being ranked, and, you know, not getting a first-round bye, they're still an incredibly tough opponent. They had to play a lot tougher teams than UNH did all year, and coming into the season, we were talking about beforehand, they were the preseason number 4 team. They made the College Cup, or sorry, the Coaches Cup last year, lost in the semifinals. So, I mean, they're a very talented team, even though, if, you know, all the results didn't exactly show up for them this year.
Yeah, 2 teams kind of from the start of the year to where they are now, kind of headed in different directions, as Pinkham once again gets the running start on the throw. Over the head of Bridger Hansen, cleared out by the Tar Heels, down by the far flag, and they're just trying to, you know, get this one out of their own end. And booted way up in the air, and Pinkham will take the throw once more.
Pinkham's got quite the arm. We've seen him be that kind of throw-in specialist all year, and you can see how far that ball goes when he really gets a hold of it.
It's like a de facto corner kick when you're this deep into Tar Heel territory. Once again, deep into the box, can't connect with a teammate, but he'll get it right back to Linus Fallberg. Found a trailing Johan von Niebel, but couldn't connect. O'Driscoll gets it back out to the back line. Seville to Pinkham. Stolen away. Tar Heels the other way before Yannick Bright closes in. It'll stick with the visitors. And as I was saying before, you know, the Tar Heels, like you said, they start the year preseason number 4 in the nation. The Wildcats start at 20. And the Wildcats, they shot all the way up to number 4 back on October 12th, right at, you know, as the regular season ended, they were hovering right around 6. The 2 teams that kind of went in different directions in the committee's eyes this year.